What's good, everyone? It's your boy Cypher. Just wanted to say, hey, I know it's been a few days, but I've been chilling, waiting for some stuff with my job to kick off. I've got some new equipment coming in, for work at least. But I hope you guys are doing great today and this afternoon. I know a lot of craziness is happening all over the world, but let's take our minds off that and let's dive on into some cool stuff. So, we've got some new card reveals, and I'm pretty excited. I hope you are too. We are getting an Iron Bloom release on the end of this month, so yeah, we're getting close to that date. I have seen some things that I do want to discuss. First and foremost, some spots have done pre-orders for Iron Bloom. All of the stores in my city have not. And apparently there's an issue with the distro, so that being said, the only way for me to get my hands on these are going to be through the events. So if you are in a city or state that has the same issue, please be on the lookout for the starter deck events, because there will be starter deck events for the Iron Bloom. And as soon as you can get your hands on those events, sign up for them immediately, pay for whatever the little price is to get into it. That way it'll guarantee you a deck, because you have to have a deck in order to play this event. So I would recommend highly looking out for that. But as we see here, we've got like a little roadmap as to what we're looking for. As of right now, Iron Bloom is coming out. This is the closest. And then next month, at the end of the month, close to it, we are getting Clan Unity, which is going to be another starter deck, and then also Dual Impact, which is the booster packs. So as it stands right now, I have seen one store in my city do pre-orders for booster boxes, and that went live yesterday. But I still have not seen anything on Clan Unity and not anything on Iron Bloom, which is obviously because of what I talked about before. So this is what we can expect in the next few months, or in the next month, and then after that, we've got about a 3-4 month break before we get to January. So it'll be November and December, no activity, and then January, we're getting Celestial Drive, which is just the 00 deck, and then we're getting Starter Deck 8, which is the Flash Radiance, which is Hathaway. So that's what we're looking at. And in the month of January, we are getting hit with 3 things. So we're getting 2 starter decks, and then we're getting 1 booster pack that month, which should be pretty active. I think that will be great. So it'll keep it alive. It'll be about a 2-month, dark period, but we should be okay. And then 2 months after that, in March, we are getting the Ultimate deck for Destiny, which should be interesting because that's the one that comes with 50 cards plus an additional amount. So I'll be covering that. And then a month after that, we'll be getting GDO 4 booster packs. So that's kind of where we're at currently in that regard. But we're going to keep it pushing and do some card reveals. So we have a newer, updated version of Gundam Aerial Rebuild, which is great. This one is high maneuver, and during pair, while there are 4 or more command cards in your trash, this gains blocker, which is crazy. So that should help with the Academy deck and others of that nature if you want to implement this into your deck. So this is a pretty great card. I think this will help out a lot, and I'm excited to see that. We're going to move on here. This is I touched on it briefly, but this is the event period for the STO5 release. So this is what you're going to sign up for to be able to get the starter deck. So this event period starts on Friday, and it goes till October 10th. So you will get these additional different ones, just like the Banadger and the Kira and So this is what they're going to have to offer, but also you'll probably be able to get a chance to purchase the decks as well. So just keep a lookout for that. These will probably start going here pretty soon. I would assume, because we're getting to the middle of the month, and yeah, that's important. So keep your eyes peeled. We have a new card, and it's my man Miliardo Peacecraft, aka Zex Marquise. So it's called Beneath the Mask.
And now, I cannot be your friend anymore.
Choose 1 to 2 enemy units that are level 2 or lower and rest them. So yeah, this is pretty decent for certain like rush decks or whatever. If people are coming at you pretty quick, you can kind of stop them from doing damage, and it's a 1/1, so it's an early cast. This is for early game, which yeah, if you're running this, you're consistently stopping rush decks from doing their thing. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna move on. We got Char.
Hey Garma, do you read me? Blame this on the misfortune of your birth. What?
Which is another 1/1. Turning Point of History. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Return 1 to the top. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck. Then if you have a new type pilot, you may draw 1. So it's basically helping you mill to get the cards you need. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's going to be useful. Absolutely. Personal crazy new interaction, I guess you could say, that's going to be happening in white decks is McGillis Swalby Graze, which basically is a blocker, but when paired, choose 1 enemy unit that is level 3 or lower, it gets -2 AP. And that's just the actual unit itself, not including him, which is also another combo. If you have 2 or more other Galahorn Tekkanen units in play, choose 1 enemy unit with 3 or less HP and rest it, which is pretty crazy. And that's when paired. Yeah, so he can do some combos there. This is also a level 4/3 cost. It's a 4/2, and yeah, so there's that. And that's for the Iron Bloom box there. McGillis is a 2/1, so nothing crazy there, but to see him and his young self there is pretty insane. His story is actually, he's a good character. I like him a lot, so that's the most important there. But we're gonna keep it going. So we got some G-Quax action. We got a 2/2 3/2 gun cannon. And the artwork looks amazing on it. This is great, and it's a red card, so I'm excited to see how this goes. This can be implemented into red ping as like just a body, a 3/2 you can have out early to start swinging. That's pretty cool, and I love the look of that one. So we also have some Gundam Zeta action. We've got a Rick Diaz, and it's a blocker for 3/2, and it's a 3/3, so that's pretty dope. Yeah, this is gonna be nice to add to the white blockers that we already have, right? So I don't usually use blockers, but I do have a deck that I'm testing, which is an Oz deck, so we'll tune in after my next tournament to see how well it does. But we've got some more Iron Bloom action here. We've got the Hyakuren, which is Teiwaz with his little harem he's got going. It's a 4/3 at a 3/2. This is basically like the purple version of Rizal, so that's cool. We definitely like that. We like that action. That's a beautiful card as well. And then here's something that's pretty interesting that will make you think a little bit. So as of right now, this is probably going to be the next best blocker which is the Gray's commander type. And the reason for that is that it can also be linked with a Galahorn trait to basically increase its value. So I think this is going to probably replace the Zwart, because the Zwart can't attack directly, but this can. So yeah, there's going to be some viability in this particular blocker. I'm imagining this is probably going to be replacing a lot of people's decks. As far as blockers, this is going to be a good one, especially running this particular style, I guess you could say, for the deck. It's a 3/2, just like Galahorn, and just like Zwart, and yeah. So that's kind of where we're at for that. Interesting. And this one's pretty big. This is the Psycho Gundam MA mode.
Psycho Gundam.
And I think this is going to fit in nicely with the Cyber New type blue, red, ping. So it's a 5/3, but it's a 3/4. And you can just have another body that can attach to a Cyber New type. And it has repair too, so that's a big deal. If you can throw Marita on this or full frontal, they can just start swinging. So you got full frontal, that's a 2/2. That's a 5/6 with repair. That's pretty dangerous. So I think this is going to be a nice card to add to those Cyber New type decks to give it a little more viability. Which is pretty cool. And then we have some green action here. We've got the GXS, and once per turn, when you place an EX resource, choose one of your age units, system units. It gains Breach 2 during this turn. When this unit attacks, it destroys enemy. We all know what Breach is by now, but this is going to be pretty interesting. It's a 3/2 cost. This is going to be great for rush decks, especially the 1 Year War rush deck that's kind of popular. I use it right now, but I have a variation that I worked on myself for it. I did pretty well. I went like 2-3 in a very big tournament, and I'm happy with that, being not a Bandai card game guy. This is like my new Bandai card game, as you all know. So this is going to be pretty viable, especially if you have multiples of these. I can see this being switched out just to have Breach 2. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a 2/3. Like, if you pilot and throw, an extra body on here to swing, this is going to breach pretty much everything. So this can match alongside with the Rickdom that has Breach. So I think this is a great card, and this is going to add great value to rush decks, because Breach with Rush is just going to make it easier for you to kill shields whenever you can. So I think that's a really, really good card. And yeah, so those are the main things that we have. I just wanted to kind of go over prices. Prices are looking pretty good right now. If you want some reasonable action, I think right now would be the perfect time to buy. Everything is really at a decent price. You can get pretty much Kshatriyas for like $13. Market price is like 16. That's still not terrible. Gelgoogs are $7 or $8. I mean, you can get regular Gundams for $249. Yeah, not bad at all. We've got Justice Gundam, $4. That's a really good card. Yeah, so I think right now would be a great time for you to pick up cards so you can add to your deck, especially if you haven't had a chance to get any, like actual decks. I think this is the way to go. And I think this is going to be great for the community, because then people can get their hands on cards to be able to make decks. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. But I just wanted to kind of give a quick update. Also, I wanted to add that keep your eye out if you're not on the East Coast. If you're like West Coast, I know quite a few shops on the East Coast already posted pre-orders for the new type, or not the new type, but the dual impact, and any of the GDO2 stuff is already out. So again, be sure to get in on those events for Iron Bloom in order to get those boxes, because none of the stores here in my state and my city have posted pre-orders for any of these starter decks. So that tells me that I need to do the events, and yeah, that's where we're at. But with that being said, I hope you guys excuse me.
Achoo! Bless you!
I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Please like and subscribe and comment your thoughts about Gundam as it is right now. And have a great one. Take care. Stay safe. Cypher out.